Hello scholars, and welcome back to week 2 of Miss Allison's vocabulary lessons. This video will have 2 new words, and part 2 will have the other 2 to make 4 new words for the week. All you need is your notebook and something to write with, and you're going to write down in your notebook everything I write in my notebook. And we're on vocabulary week 2. Our first word is immaculate. Immaculate. I-M-M-A-C-U-L-A-T-E. Immaculate. Have you heard that word before? Do you know what it means? Well, immaculate is an adjective. That means it's a description of a person, place, or thing. We would use this word to describe something or someone or some place. So, immaculate means extremely clean and neat. So, immaculate. Extremely clean and neat. So if something's extremely clean or extremely neat, we could call it immaculate. Let's look at it in a sentence to help deepen our understanding. I've spent all morning cleaning my bedroom, and now it is immaculate. So we can take out immaculate, and we could put extremely clean, very neat. If she spent all morning cleaning her bedroom, it is going to be very, very tidy. All right, so you're going to need a graphic organizer from your teacher. If you have your guided notes, it's already built in. If you're using your notebook, though, you're going to need to take your little graphic organizer and glue it into your notebook. I'm doing that now, and so should you. If you need to pause the video to go find a glue stick or tape to put it in your notebook, please do so now. All right. Make it nice and smooth. There. Might be a little crooked, but that's okay. All right. So once your graphic organizer is glued into your notebook, we're going to write immaculate in the middle box. Immaculate. I-M-M-A-C-U-L-A-T-E. You might want to write small so that you can fit it in. If you need to write it in 2 lines, that'd be okay too. Examples. What would be an example of something that is immaculate? An example of something that is extremely clean and neat. The person from our sentence could put my bedroom. If your bedroom is extremely neat or extremely clean, you can put my bedroom. What are some other places that are really clean? Well, I can think of the doctor's office. The doctor's office should be really clean and neat. The kitchen of a restaurant. I would hope a kitchen would be extremely clean and neat so that it's sanitary to cook food. And if you can think of any other places that are immaculate. Other ways to say it. How else can we say something is immaculate? Well, we have extremely clean and neat from our definition. So you can write that there. I'm going to write the word tidy. If something is tidy, it's usually clean and neat. And if you can think of any other ways to say it, you can write it here. You can pause the video if you need more time to think or write examples and other ways to say it. Now we're going to move on to our question. Our question is, why is it important for a restaurant kitchen to be immaculate? Why is it important for a restaurant kitchen to be immaculate? If you already know what you want to say, you can go ahead and write it down. If you need a sentence starter, you can use mine. It is important a kitchen, restaurant to be immaculate because, and finish your sentence. Why is it important for a kitchen restaurant to be immaculate? Pause the video if you need more time to finish writing your sentence. Now we're going to move on to word number 2. I'm going to skip a couple lines after my my writing prompt. Word number 2 is junction. Junction. That's a weird looking word. I'm going to turn it to look more like a J. Junction. J-U-N-C-T-I-O-N. Junction. A junction is a noun, which means it's a person, place, or thing. And in this case, it is a place. Junction is a place where things meet or cross. So I'm going to write the definition in my notebook, and so should you. A place where things meet or cross. All right. So a junction is a place where things meet or cross. Let's take a look at this word in a sentence to help deepen our understanding. We live at the junction of Main Street and Maple Avenue. We live at the junction of Main Street and Maple Avenue. So if a junction is a place where things meet or cross, Main Street is a road. Maple Avenue is also a road. So we live where Main Street and Maple Avenue cross. So if this is Main Street and this is Maple, M-A-P-L-E, my house would be somewhere near where it crosses. Okay? So it's not just streets. There are other things that can meet or cross. So we're going to do a little game where I give you some situations and you tell me if it's a junction. All right? So first thing you need to do is to number across 1 through 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if it is a junction, if it is a place where things meet or cross, you're going to put a check. If it's not a junction, if it's not a place where things meet or cross, you can put an X. Number 1, major roadways. Major roadways. 2, in the ocean. In the ocean. Number 3, on the beach, on railroad tracks. On railroad tracks. Number 4, on a beach. On a beach. And number 5, in the sky. In the sky. All right. So number 1, major roadways. We can definitely have a major roadway junction or intersection. So I'm going to put a check for major roadways. In the ocean. I'm sure you could probably make an argument for that happening in the ocean, but it's not very usual, so I'm going to put an X. You don't really see things in the ocean having a junction or a place where they can meet or cross. Number 3, railroad tracks. Well, railroad tracks would have a junction or a meeting place, say at a station or at a place where more than one railway comes in contact with each other. So I'm going to put a check for railroad tracks. Number 4, on the beach. You could make an argument for it, but I'm going to say X. You don't usually have a junction at the beach. In the sky, this one's kind of tricky. I can say if you put either one, you can be correct, because when I think of a junction in the sky, I think maybe of the contrails from planes might have an intersection or a junction, but usually it's not going to. So if you put a check or an X for number 5, you can consider yourself correct. So for our writing prompt, I want you to think about, what is a junction near your home? What is a junction near your home? And this can be a road junction, this could be a railroad junction, but road junctions are a lot more common. So here's my sentence starter if you need it. I have a junction near my home called, and you can finish off with if you know the roads near your house. For me, my house is on South Maple Street and it's near Clonginger Road. So I can say I have a junction near my house called South Maple and Clonginger. But that's me. Your house is probably somewhere else, so you should have a different answer there. And that's all I have for you today. Join us next time for part 2 of Vocabulary Week 2. See you next time. Bye.